Welcome to the Jobcast, our first ever episode of the Jobcast. Our brand new series of podcasts aimed at helping you build the skills and confidence to find work. I'm Francesca from Southampton City Council.
And I'm Dan from Southampton City Council. In this month's episode, we're going to be sharing our plans for the Jobcast, telling you a little bit more about who we are and what we do, and introducing you to Southampton's brand new Young Adults Employment Hub.
So why should you listen to us? What do we know about employability? Let's just give you a little bit of information about us. So I'm Francesca. I've been an employment officer for 16 years working for Southampton City Council. I've also worked my way up and have been a senior employment officer, and now I'm acting as the operational manager. So we've worked with lots and lots of different people, from just helping people build their confidence to helping them engage in training opportunities to finding work. And we're really lucky in the fact that the type of the style support that we offer is really person-centred, it's bespoke, and it's about what's going to help you to move forward. And that's where we're all coming from. We're all passionate about helping people just move forward and to achieve their goals. So, Dan, what about you?
So, I'm Dan. I am a senior employment officer at Southampton City Council. I haven't been here quite as long as Francesca, but when I started my career, I left school and had never heard of an employment officer. I didn't know what an employment officer did and had no idea that that's what I would become. But through an apprenticeship at Southampton City Council, I kind of found out a little bit more about the team and what they do, and I decided that kind of was what I really wanted to be doing. So I've been an employment officer for 4 years, and this is my first year as a senior employment officer. So hopefully I can share some of the things I've learned with everyone on this podcast.
And I think, Dan's being quite modest. We're all going to, everybody will know in our team that actually I stole him from another team because I could see so much potential in him and his passion. And quite frankly, he was the best deal I ever made. So we're very lucky to have him with us.
Thanks, Francesca. Have you ever recorded a podcast before?
Absolutely not.
No, neither have I. But we've both listened to them. So hopefully we will know a little bit more of what we're doing by the end of this series. But for now, we've decided to start doing a podcast because they're such a great way to take in information and new things. So whether you're on the go or you're sat at home, you can just take some time, listen to that podcast and learn some new stuff. So every month we're going to be releasing a new Jobcast with a specific theme, something like CV writing or interviews, just to help you build up your employability skills.
So we're also looking at having special guests who are experts in their field, so you won't just be listening to us every single month. We also want you to be involved, so if there's anything that you'd like to hear us discuss, or if you've got any questions, or you'd like us to answer, please do get in touch on social media or text us. So you can get hold of us on social media with @SottonCareers, or you can text us on 078 11 165 534.
So this month we've got some really exciting news to share. Southampton's brand new Young Adults Employment Hub is now live. And you might be asking, what is a Young Adults Employment Hub? So we thought we'd spend some time in this episode just telling you a little bit more about it and explaining how you can get involved with it. So Francesca, what is a Young Adults Employment Hub?
So the Young Adult Employment Hub is our partnership between Southampton City Council and the Department of Work and Pensions. Most people will know that as the job centre. And we're really lucky in Southampton because people get more than just an employment officer and a work coach, but we also have a great collaborative relationship with No Limit. So we have a youth worker who's also attached to the youth hub. So we are working with people who are 16 to 24 who live in and around Southampton. And also if they're claiming benefits, so if you're on universal credit or you're on other benefits and you're a young person and you want some help, you just need to talk to your work coach or put something in your universal credit log and they'll be able to refer you over. or you can get in contact with us and we'll happily help you and get you involved. So our offer in Southampton is really exciting because it's so different to the other hubs that are on offer across the country. The hubs are starting to appear all over the country, but where we differ is that we've got a digital hub, which Dan will tell you more about in a minute, but we also have a physical hub which is in the process of being planned. We are a little bit behind because of COVID, but I'm not going to start complaining too much about COVID right now. So what we do know is that the physical hub is going to be a place where young people can come, they can meet with their employment officers, their work coaches, and also the youth worker. But also we want to build on getting other organisations who offer lots of different courses and provisions to come into the space and to meet everybody and to have quite a vibrant, relaxed environment as well. So we do know that it's going to be in the centre of Southampton. It will be very easily accessible, but we're just waiting for some final tweaks and things before we can announce where we're going to be. Dan, did you want to tell us a bit more about the techie stuff, because the digital stuff's all yours really?
Yes, so a really exciting part of the Young Adults Employment Hub is the digital aspect of it. So on our Access Southampton website, we have included an online hub which consists of 4 smaller hubs. So the first of those is the support hub, and that's kind of your first point of call for any support needs that you might have. So that's things like organisations that might be able to support you with benefits inquiries, maybe issues around housing, any issue that you can think of, we signpost to it on there. The second part is our employability hub, and that's where all of the employment stuff comes in. So that's kind of all of the information that you're going to need if you're looking for work. So we start off looking at how you might be able to get connected. So looking at setting up an email account, cheap mobile phone tariffs, things like that. And then we work through the whole process of getting a job. So starting off with CVs and identifying what skills you've got, moving through then to job searching and writing a job application, and then finishing off with interviews, how you can prepare for interviews, what sort of questions you might be asked and how you can answer those. And after all of that, we've also got information about some really exciting initiatives that are happening in Southampton that can help you get your first job. So things like apprenticeships, T-levels, the Kickstart scheme. You can find out loads more information about all of that on our employability hub. The third section of the employment hub is the health and wellbeing hub. So one of the things that we hear a lot when we're working with clients is that one of the reasons they're not getting, or they're struggling to find work, is maybe because of a health condition or a long-term disability. And you know, we really understand that that is something that could be a barrier for people with looking for work. So we've signposted to a lot of organisations that can help address a wide range of health conditions. So there's a lot of information on there about local and national support. And the final section of the hub is the Parents and Professionals hub, and that is for anybody who knows a young person or is supporting a young person, and they can find some information there around training to help upskill them, but also just to know about the local opportunities and what's on offer for young people. So we hope that it's going to kind of be a one-stop shop kind of thing, where you can come and you can find all of the information you're going to need. You're not going to have to be searching loads of different places. You can come to the hub and you can get all of that information. So as well as that, there's also the employment support side of it. So with that, we've got 2 employment officers from our team, as well as 2 work coaches and a youth worker, and they can all provide that one-to-one support with finding work. So once you've looked at the hub, you've found out about us and got that initial information, if you want, you can come and meet with us and get some face-to-face support. So at the moment it will be virtual, but hopefully we'll be moving to face-to-face sooner rather than later. And that kind of thing involves anything that's going to help you with finding work. So as Francesca said earlier, we're really person-centred in our approach to supporting people. We don't tell you what we think is going to be best. We're led by you. So we'll get to know you, find out what support you need and actually where you'd like to go, and we'll do whatever we can to help you get there, whether it's writing a CV with you, giving you some advice and some guidance around finding work, all the way to supporting you in the workplace if that's something that you think that you might need. We can be really flexible in our approach, so get in touch with us and find out more.
So there was some stuff that I might have forgotten to talk about the physical hub, and part of that's because I'm a little bit excited about the whole project. Actually, I think it's going to be an asset to the city, and the fact that we want to be led by people who are 16 to 24. We don't want to just put a service in place that we think you need. We want to be able to put a service in place that you're telling us you need. So the more that you can engage with us, the more that you can tell us what you want, tell us how we can help you, the better, because ultimately it means that you're going to get more out of it. But yeah, the physical hub, something that Dan picked up on was the fact that we've got a COVID secure space that we're already meeting some clients anyway, and the hope is that will continue to be used. So people will be safe, and everybody will hopefully feel that it's a nice welcoming environment as well. And it will also give you the opportunity to have access to computers and Wi-Fi, as well as an updated careers library, and lots of information that No Limits are going to be helping us to compile as well. So all in all, it's going to be a pretty awesome place, and it's really a really exciting. Good offer. So yeah, we're looking forward to welcoming you all.
So hopefully you'll all agree that it's a really exciting project, and I think the key message that we want to get across is that if you're a young person living in or around Southampton, you're 16 to 24 and just want a bit of help with looking for work, then please do get in touch with us, make the most of the hub. And so the best way that you can do that is to just visit our online hub. It's a little bit of a long long web address, so we'll put it in the description, but it's access-southampton.co.uk/young-adults-employment-hub. It is quite long, so we'll put that in the description and link to it so that you can find us. But once you're there, it's got all of our contact details and links for how you can get involved. So hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of you soon. So the next part of the Jobcast, one of the things we thought it'd be quite cool to do is do a careers tip of the month every month. So every month we'll share our top tip for boosting your employability skills, which hopefully will increase your chances of finding work. So with this month being the first of the new year, I think we're all hoping 2021 is going to be a lot better than the year we've just had. But it's this time of year when everyone's thinking about resolutions and planning for the future and planning ahead. So we thought we'd share some advice about SMART goals and how you can use those to influence your planning for finding work. So you might have heard of SMART goals, you might not have done. SMART is an acronym. So it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, right direction and time. And you can use that when you're setting yourself some goals, just to break them down, make them manageable and actually help you to achieve them and give you some direction. So you're thinking about specific goals, you want them to be specific to you and your situation. So make sure it's going to be something that's going to actually help you. You also want it to be measurable. You want to be quite strict with what that goal is and how you're going to know when you've achieved it. So it might be that you've achieved a particular qualification, or there might be a real clear difference in your confidence, whatever that might be, but a way that you can measure that achievement. So you also want your goal to be achievable. You don't want to set yourself something that's too difficult, but at the same time you don't want to set yourself something that's too easy, because actually if you're doing a lot of easy things, you're not going to progress, you're not going to challenge yourself. So set yourself something that's going to push you, but also something that you're going to achieve and feel good about succeeding in. You also want it to be in the right direction. So there's no point setting yourself a goal just for the sake of it, doing a course for the sake of a course, applying for a job just because it's a job. Actually make sure it's something that's going to go in the right direction for you and be something relevant to you. And the final thing, time. Set yourself a deadline. There's nothing better than having a good deadline to work towards, whether you're going to give yourself plenty of time or be working on it last minute. But actually just setting yourself a deadline to say you want to achieve it by this particular time. And that's going to help you focus and really drive you towards achieving that. And if you can't reach that deadline, it's not the end of the world either. You can move deadlines forward, push them back. The great thing about SMART goals is that nothing is set in stone. So if your situation does change, you can reevaluate and set new goals. They're just really flexible, a really great way to just break down your goals and help you focus on what you want to achieve and just be motivated about it. So that is our career tip of the month for January.
So as we have mentioned a lot before, we really want you to get involved. We want to talk about the issues and the subjects that you actually want to talk about. So, please do get in touch with us, even if you'd like to share your own experiences, or you want to have some feedback, or even maybe you'd like to come on the podcast and talk to us about your experience. We're open to anything really. We want to make this work for you. So if you've got any suggestions or any feedback, then please do get in touch. So you can email us on employment.support.team@southampton.gov.uk. You can text us on 078 11 165 534, or you can tweet us at Sotton Careers. We're really looking forward to hearing from you.
So that's everything for this month. So thank you so much for joining us for our first ever Jobcast. We hope you've enjoyed it, you found it useful. So next month is National Apprenticeship Week, and that's going to be our theme. We're going to be looking at all things apprenticeships. So we'll be sharing our own experiences of being apprentices. Yeah. We're also going to be telling you more about what you can expect from an apprenticeship, what exactly it is and who it's for, and how they can help you develop your career no matter what age you may be. So join us and our special apprenticeships guest on Tuesday the 9th of February for episode 2 of the Jobcast. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, bye.